Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Andrea and in today's video I'm going to teach you how to create the look that I'm wearing right now that's very long wearing and it's transfer proof, and I'm going to prove that to you. No makeup. This is the kind of makeup look that you can talk on the phone and your foundation is not going to transfer on your phone or on your clothes. I know that a lot of us don't really wear makeup when it's so hot. I don't know where you are, but in Paris right now it's extremely hot and I don't really wear a lot of makeup. But for those of you who have to wear, I don't know, you're going on an event or you prefer to wear makeup every day for whatever reason, this is for you. Before we get into it, make sure that you've subscribed to my YouTube channel. Click on that ring bell button if you support this channel and if you want to get notified whenever I'm posting new videos. Now let's get into this video. We're going to start with the primer and I'll use this Hangover Good to Go SPF 25 Moisturizer Primer from Too Faced. Why do brands have such long names for their products? And if you really want that SPF that's written on the packaging to really work, to really protect your skin, use about 1 gram of product, which is a lot. How many of you used or still use this foundation? This is the legend of foundations. Estee Lauder Double Wear. And this is a very long wear foundation. A lot of people either hate it or absolutely love it. The reason why people love it is because it has really good coverage. It's one of the first high-end makeup brands that created a very good coverage, high coverage foundation that lasts all day long. Women loved it because they didn't have to touch up, you know, throughout the day. But then it kind of had like a bad reputation because it had flashback, meaning that if you take a picture with the flash, your face would look much lighter than your body. But now let's face it, how many of us take flash pictures every day? Not a lot, right? Still to this day, probably one of the best sold products in Estee Lauder. They came out with a lot of colors in case you couldn't find your color back in the days. Check out them right now because they have so many. I'm not sure if the formula is improved. However, I was wearing it the other day and the makeup did not move, it's one of those foundations that will not transfer, which is very hard to find. It's almost like a nail polish to the skin. It used to come without a pump, which was horrible because you would waste a lot of product. It was not very hygienic. Now you can buy the pump separately. I still don't understand why brands would do that. Let's just give it a try. I'm using the color 3W 1.5 Phone. It's not exactly my perfect match. It's a bit too warm. However, it's the closest that I found to my skin tone. And if you're new to my channel, I like to match my foundation with my shoulder and my chest, not necessarily with my neck or my face, because I'm much lighter in there and I do like a little bit of color. Here we go. I'm going to use this beauty sponge. This is from Fenty Beauty and it's damp. Like I said, this is not exactly my color. I strongly recommend you to match this foundation for real. Like, don't buy it online unless you already know your color, because this having such high coverage, if it's not your color, it's gonna look horrible, like a mask. I think we should all agree to. Alright, now I'll move on with NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I don't need to describe you this one. Also one of my favorites. I gotta tell you, it's been a while since I haven't used a sponge to apply complexion, and it's just so easy. People love it because it's just so easy, practical, fast. But be careful, when it's about a very liquidy foundation, don't apply it with your sponge because it's just gonna take too much of your product. Ever since I did the video about the Glossier Brow Flick, a lot of you were asking me what other products I like from Glossier, and the truth is, I like these. I like their cloud paints. It's perfect for makeup artists. It has such a special consistency. It's like a cloud. So smooth, so airy. If you are medium, it's not a rule, okay? But I'm just helping you in case you want to get these and you don't know what color you want. So if you are medium, dark, deep dark skin tone, I would suggest these three: Storm, Dawn, and Haze. If you are more fair, light, medium skin tone, I would suggest these three. This is Puff, Beam, Dusk. Let's see what happens when I use Beam and Haze. So you see the color is pretty intense. Hopefully you see. But then when I spread it, it looks like this. Now you could use a brush or you could just use the same sponge. Supposedly you're using a sponge with your foundation. Take the clean part of the sponge, take the product from your hand, and then bounce it like so. Now that's all I need, that's all I want. Time to set. My favorite Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder. First you gotta make sure that your concealer didn't crease. And you see, I talk a lot, and I've got a lot of eye expression. My concealer is most likely to crease. That's why you make sure that there's no product in those wrinkles, and then you take a very small amount of powder, because we are around the eyes. The more powder you apply in this area, the more it's going to emphasize your wrinkles on the chin, around the mouth. I mean, it depends really on your skin type. I have done my eyebrows with the Glossier Brow Flick. I gotta be honest with you, it takes a while to get used with a product like this if you haven't used anything similar. So I'm still perfecting and trying to find the right and the best way to use this for my eyebrows. I'm using the color brown, and I have a whole video about this technique and this product in particular. I will just link it in here. Now we're gonna move on with some bronzing powder, and I love this Revlon Skin Lights. This is in 002 Can Tan. This is a Kat Von D brush, and it's just so soft. My skin definitely needs a little bit of glow, and I'm very happy that NARS sent me a brand new highlighter. This is Fort de France. They probably saw how messed up the other one was and like, oh, it's been a while since she's using that. Let's just give it a new one. So here it is. I'm using a Morphe M510 brush, the most delicate highlighter I've ever used. I had such a pleasant surprise when Revlon sent me these 3 little palettes. They're just so good. All of them. All of them. Big thumbs up for Revlon. Look how tiny these are. Can you see? I've been traveling with them. It doesn't take a lot of space. You can have them in your purse. They're so good quality, especially for being $9.99. Great color payoff. I think this is the one that I'm gonna use today maybe, or be more into this one. Enigma, like, I feel like I've done a ton of videos with this, but let's use this one. Green eyes, pay attention. This is your color. These are your colors. Eyes are gonna pop up with these colors. Right, now let's use it. Let's start with this color, reddish color in the middle. I'm using a 221 brush from MAC, and I apply this all over the eye, all over that eyelid. I'm doing tiny little circles, so I diffuse the color towards the brow bone, but I don't go there. I more stretch the color, if I could use this term, towards the end of my eyebrow to just elongate the eye, digging into the palette and taking a little bit more of that same color. Then I'm going to take this color right here, and I'll take a Smith 253 brush and apply this darker color at the end of my eye. Take that color a little bit down on the lower lash line. A little bit on the crease. Imagine that there's a V like this and like this, okay? Then with the clean brush, then take a flat brush. I'll use a 234 brush from Zoeva and grab this gold right here on the inner corner. Now here's the thing, the secret of using these kind of colors without looking like you had an eye rash is to apply a lot of mascara or to mix it with black or black eyeliner. You'll see it's gonna make a huge difference. Let me show you. Too Faced Damn Girl. Now you see what I'm talking about? It just completely changes everything when you apply mascara with this eyeshadow color. I'm going to use this Bougie Louboutin lipstick. I will put the name of this color in my description box because I do not know right now. It doesn't say anywhere. I apply from the bullet, but then I just spread it like this with a blending brush. I love to do this with the lipsticks because it just makes my lip look a little bit fuller. I feel the need of just a bit more blush. And I've got the most beautiful blush in the world and I dropped it and now it looks like this. This is Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to use it with this Misa M004 brush. Love it. Now let's use some setting mist. This is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Alright ladies, this is the final look. Hope you enjoyed it. This is a very long lasting makeup look, I can assure you of that. Having very thin layers of products is the key to give your makeup longevity. Make sure that you've subscribed to my YouTube channel, clicked on that ring bell button. You can follow me on Instagram as well. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! I could be like a hip hopper. Get it close, get it, get it. Count the hairs in my nose. Leave me alone. We're not friends anymore.